Crypto IRA versus Bitcoin IRA. Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial. On today's video, I'm going to be discussing the concept of Bitcoin versus altcoins. I titled this video Crypto IRA versus Bitcoin IRA, but really the core concept that I want to express in the video is Bitcoin just going to dominate altcoins in the next several years? And this is kind of the premise and why. We know what's going on with the SEC. We know the SEC has sued a lot of the major crypto exchanges. We know certain crypto exchanges have left the United States and gone to Europe or the Far East. Why? Because we know the SEC is starting to significantly flex some muscle and push their premise that many of these altcoins, even Ethereum, are a security. And if they are a security, then therefore they need to be registered with the SEC. And since pretty much no crypto exchange in the United States has registered any of these assets, any of these coins with the SEC is now suing many of these exchanges like Coinbase. Now, Coinbase is fighting back, and we'll see how that plays out. But there potentially could be a trend coming sooner rather than later, where a lot of US exchanges will either close up and say, hey, we don't want to fight with the SEC, or they may start pulling the altcoins off their exchanges. So we may, in the next 6 months or a year, get to a point where most of these exchanges will just really have Bitcoin and maybe a few other coins on their exchanges, waiting patiently, or maybe not so patiently, but waiting on the sidelines until there's some more clarity with the SEC's pursue of Coinbase and other exchanges and whether these coins are in fact securities. If it turns out they're not securities, there'll be a crypto explosion and probably a huge boom in prices. And I can see a lot more Americans jumping back into the crypto world. But until that happens, I think Bitcoin is going to beat altcoins. And you see it kind of the value of Bitcoin hovering around 30. It's been very stable for the last several months, 3-4 months. People aren't selling, people keep buying, where some of the other altcoins have had more volatility, except obviously XRP, which has had a big victory against the SEC, although it seems like the SEC will appeal the XRP verdict. So all in all, I do think Bitcoin will probably prevail short-term, maybe long-term over altcoins. I think you're going to see a lot of exchanges pull the altcoins off their platform until they get some more clarity versus the SEC. So from an IRA perspective, it's not going to matter. But I think probably from a price perspective, I think, at least personally, I believe the price of Bitcoin will be more stable over the next year or so, just because, especially in a retirement account where we're looking long-term, because the fact that it's been pretty clear that the SEC has taken the position that Bitcoin's a commodity, it's not a security. They can change their mind, but that seems to be under the purview of the CFTC. Whereas Ethereum and some of the other altcoins, they have their eyes on and want to take the position and strongly believe that they are securities. We'll see how the courts decide. We'll see how the Coinbase case plays out, but wanted to just share my thoughts with you in the video. So if you have thoughts, comments, Bitcoin versus altcoins, anything, IRA, IRS, tax, leave a comment, leave a question. I would love to hear from everyone. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing everyone again next time.